Well, hello, Young and the Restless Daily Recap fans. Today's Daily Recap is for Tuesday, December the 12th, 2023. Tuesday, December the 12th. Well, this is going to be a short recap because not a lot of things went on. Okay, let's start by Jack talking to Ashley, making sure she's, going to up to speed on the plan, making sure she's going to follow the plan. They want her to sell Tucker her part of Glissade, because really, when they plan on lowering the hammer boom on him, with releasing the information, they don't want her name tarnished, you know, because she's with, as it stands, she's co-owner of the company with him. So she finally agreed, okay, yeah, she'll sell the company. But she's really not too happy with them releasing that information on Tucker because he wasn't even there. Let's be real. This really isn't going to do anything to him. Seriously. They could put that out all they want. And Jack is like, and then I'll make sure, none of the investors want to invest in him. No, you can't. You don't have that kind of clout, Jack. You don't have that kind of clout. The only person that semi has that kind of clout is Victor. And he's still, his reach is diminishing. Okay. Starting with his security team, because they secure nothing. So anyway, Diane and Kyle, they were at the GCAC just having, breakfast. She wanted to talk to him. They're so smug on how their plan is going to be the one to get Tucker McCall. And oh, Jack is going to be so grateful when that happens. And she's just egging them on. And guess what? It's going to backfire all in their faces because Billy is looking at Kyle. And what's going to happen is he's going to probably see him meet Tucker a number of times, and it's going to be misinterpreted, right? He's going to think Kyle is the spy, is the inside snitch, and Jack's probably going to think so too. See, and then they're going to have to now go and explain the whole thing. Diane is this was her bright idea because even Kyle said today he doesn't like keeping his father in the dark like that. This is all, no, no, it has to be this way, son. Blah, blah, blah. So I'm looking forward to that getting egg on both of their faces, both of them. So then we have Audra, who loves to tease Tucker. It's like she's like, ooh, no, get away, ooh, no. Yet she'll fall into bed with him tomorrow, right? Audra is for whatever's going to get her ahead. And like she's saying, you're not giving me enough information. What exactly are we doing? What's going to be my role? And he's like, nah, you need to be kept guessing. And what inroads have you made with Kyle Abbott? You need this, that, and the other. Yet he's forever saying Kyle Abbott's not good enough for you. He can't hold a candle to me. He can't take you the places that I could take you. I mean, I'm like, oh, shut up, Tucker. Your son is older than her. So I don't even want to hear it. Anyway, so we'll see because we got too much scheming. And is it just me? But after a year of what is Tucker McCall really up to? What's he trying to do? We got to find out. A whole year. Aren't you getting sick and tired of it? I don't want to go through 2024 trying to see what can Tucker do. What does Tucker have up his sleeve? Because if it's one thing that happened, which was really, really good, Chelsea was talking to Billy. And Chelsea was saying, all of you guys are so busy running around trying to figure out what Tucker is doing. She goes, who's running the company? Exactly, Chelsea. Who's running the company? Billy says, no, right now, this is where our focus needs to be. This is where the action is. This is where, and he's just describing this whole, he's got a rush. Oh, you got to figure out the players in the game and what's up there. What hands are they holding? And he's just going on, and Chelsea's kind of looking at him. And she said, Billy, I'm going to say this to you. And you might not like me for it, but I'm going to say it anyway. She goes, I'm afraid for you. And he's like, afraid for me? Why? Because this adrenaline high you're chasing after, and the way you're describing what's happening, she goes, this is just the way you feel when you're gambling. It's that rush. It's the thrill of the chase. And she's going on and on. And he looked at her. He goes, it's not the same, Chelsea. This is how it's done in business. You don't understand. And she says, I've been in business too, Billy. And he goes, no, no, I know you have. And she says, I'm seeing something here, a direction you're going in, and you're gonna end up in a bad, dark place. And he looked at her, he goes, no, you don't understand. I have to be involved. And he's just going, and he went right back into describing it like it's a good, hand of poker, Texas Hold'em, and I got it this, that, and it's the thrill of it. And when we get, and he caught himself after the words were coming out of his mouth. You could tell his ears were listening to what his mouth was saying. And he stopped and he looked at her and he said, just like gambling. And he's like, and she was like, yeah. She said, I had to get you to say it again so that you could hear yourself. And he goes, oh my God, you are right. But then look, goes into but you know what? No, I've got it under control. No, I'm going to, now that you brought this to my attention, I'm going to make sure I tread make sure I tread carefully. I'm going to take this under advisement, because I'm going to reevaluate how I'm looking at things. All the buzzwords that meant nothing, nothing. So Chelsea's like, and you don't resent me for telling you? He goes, no, I need you to be able to tell me when you see I'm going down the wrong path. He says, you're the only one who will tell me, Chelsea. So no, I need you to continue to tell me. And she goes, good, because I plan on it. And here's the deal. Those of us who have seen Billy spiral down out of control over the years, how many of his loved ones have told him they see him going down that path? How many of them? All of them. And he always says, no, I'm not going to. No, I'm not. You're misreading it. So Chelsea told him, yes, he thought about it and he realized, ooh, I do sound like that, but that's not going to stop Billy. It's not. He's going to continue on and he's going to spiral down. And I'm telling you, at this point, except I can't see what he would really do at Chancellor. Although Billy is very, very good at business, Billy has more business acumen than Lily. He's been in business longer than Lily. But Billy just lacks direction sometimes, a lot of the times. He does something for 6, 7 months, and he's bored, ready to do something else. So I can see why Jill did not pick him. But I would like to, I don't see Billy working for Jabot 2024. I see Billy back at Chancellor. And I see Kyle back at, even though he doesn't deserve it, but back as co-CEO with Jack. I see that. Let's see what else happened. What else happened? I fast forwarded through most of this. Nate, uh, Devon and Jill bring Nate up to speed. Lily has asked for a leave of absence, maternity leave. We knew that. Maddie is traumatized. Um, her professor and mentor got killed. I think the fire's contained. I think so. But now Maddie needs her emotional support. So she's going to stay with her daughter. Jill's just saying it's just the timing is bad, but they're going to have to, make do. And Mamie walks in and Nate is like, I'm here for whatever you all need me to do, right? Let me know where I could be of assistance. Mamie comes in. Oh, is this Chancellor business we're talking about? Chancellor Winter's business? And Jill is like, this is a private business meeting. And she goes, oh, my memo. I must have missed my memo. She goes, no, you didn't get the memo. Because you don't sit in on Chancellor Winter's meetings, Mamie. you know. So you know what Mamie did. Sat down anyway. Then it became a bickering back and forth between Jill and Mamie. And finally, Nate, and they're trying to get Nate says, Jill says, Nate, how do you feel about whatever the question was? And Devon looked at Nate, and Nate looked at them. He goes, you know what? I'm gonna remain neutral. He says, but one thing I want to say, this is what's happening here is not helpful. He says, we're supposed to be proving to Lily that she could have confidence and be in a way help, taking care of her daughter. He says, if this is all that's going to happen, we're not going to get nothing done. And Devon looked at him kind of like, well said. He goes, I agree with Nate. And Jill and Mamie kind of looked at each other because they were acting like 2-year-olds, two. And so Devon says, you know what, as a matter of fact, we're going to leave you two. Now, can we do it safely? Is it okay? And they're like, yeah, we'll play nice. And so he and Nate leave and they go to the coffee house. And Mamie and Jill both look at each other. Oh, I can't. I can't even take that interaction seriously. I just cannot. So they go to the coffee house, and Nate, for the 100th time, thanks Devon for giving him another chance. And he goes, they kind of talk about now that Lily's going to be gone. They're going to really have to step up and be a help. And Devon says, I'm actually happy that you are here to help with this. So, you know what? We shall definitely see how this is going to go. Now, this is going to give Nate an opportunity to shine. And I think this time, the way they're going to write it, he is going to shine because he's going to step up and he's going to help the company. He's going to show he's learned some things business wise. I really believe that's what's going to happen. So let's go to Comment Corner. Comment Corner. We have a couple of comments. Belinda says, hi, recap lady. You asked how Jordan could get to Genoa City with that huge knife on an airplane. Well, Jordan probably came to town on a Greyhound bus, LOL. You know what? She probably could have, huh? From Oregon. And then Anita says maybe Jordan drove to Wisconsin, rode a bus or a train to Genoa City. Maybe that's how she was able to travel with the butcher knife. Yeah, you guys are right. She doesn't strike me as the wealthy kind. She just got there awfully quick. But I guess I didn't go to Google and find out how many hours is Oregon to Wisconsin. I didn't do that. I just thought it would take a couple days travel. I really do. I didn't believe she'd be able to almost beat the Newman jet there. See, that's why I said airplane, right? But anyway, everybody, that's it. That's it for the daily recap. I'll be back tomorrow for another daily recap of The Young and the Restless.